Real estate conferences. Most of us have been to them. Some of us haven't. For those of us who have been going to them for a while, we know what it's like when they all went away, or in some cases went virtual. I'm really excited today, you guys, to talk about eXpcon 2021. You know, this was a monumental event in so many ways, and it's great to take some time today to visit with you guys. We'll talk about the event, the good, the bad, the ugly, everything, and uncover it. I invite you guys to join us, whether you're watching live or you're watching the replay. I want to say thank you to you guys. You know, I do this show every Wednesday at noon Mountain Standard Time to help real estate agents launch, build, and scale profitable businesses. And like I said, today we're going to talk about eXpcon. I want to check into the chat box, see who is here for a minute. I'm going to put this slide up here. Who do we have in the house today? Anybody joining us live that wants to say hello? I also want to say thank you to you guys for coming back and watching another live show, or if you're watching the recording, thank you. If you're new, go ahead and type new in the chat. I want to say hello to you. I reply to everybody, and I want to make sure that I get all of your comments and questions. There's always so much value in the things that you guys share and the questions that you ask. Make sure and go ahead and comment down in the comment section below. Again, whether you're watching this live or not, I always get back to the comments, right? Whether we're talking now or if it's sometime in the future, I definitely want to talk to you guys about that. Again, I want to see you guys every Wednesday at noon right here. I share on multiple networks across different streaming platforms. Content's always great. I usually have folks on to share what they've done in their businesses and how that can align with what you're doing or want to do in your real estate business. You see, there's quite a big overlap between helping people buy and sell homes and a lot of other businesses out there and how to become successful. So, where is everybody? What do you guys want to chat about? I don't see anybody here, and that is okay because I know you guys are probably busy. It's the middle of the week. Thanksgiving is coming up, and you guys may not have time for that. But, you know, I want to talk about this really, really special event because it was certainly something very special for me because I had some opportunities to do some things that I hadn't done before. But before I get into that, I want to show a few messages. And like I said, I like saying thank you to everybody. And there's a few things that happened to me over the week that were just like really, really super cool. You know, like right here, I started with a thing called eXcamp. And but before I get into eXcamp, which was the first part of eXpcon for me, and I'm going to share with you guys some other videos and some things, some pictures and stuff throughout that were captured throughout the week to really give you the essence of what was so cool about this conference. But before I do that, I'm looking to see in the chat who's here, and I want to just make sure that it's working okay. So if you guys have put something in the chat, make sure and definitely let me know because I can't see it for right now, but I will definitely get back to you on that. So check this out. I know I mentioned in my description on the networks, different platforms on getting locked in a stairwell. So when I first arrived in Las Vegas, you know, you get out of the Uber, the cab, you go through the entranceway into the hotel, you work your way to the lobby. Now, in this case, which is really cool because at the Mirage and all the MGMs, it's a thing called M Life. And you can actually download the app and check into your room. It'll check you in automatically as soon as your room's available. And it gives you your room key right on your phone. So you don't even have to bother going to the desk, waiting in line, checking in. You can just go straight to your room. So I go straight to my room. I check in. I put my stuff away. I get myself all gathered. And I walk out of my hotel room. And, you know, if you've been to Las Vegas and stayed in the hotels down on the Strip, these hallways are super, super long. Well, my room happened to be at the far end of the hallway of the elevators. So I looked to the left and the elevators were way down that side. I looked to the right and they weren't too far away. The stairwell wasn't too far away. So I thought, oh, I'll just go right down the stairs. It's only on the 5th floor. You know, I'm energized. I'm ready to get going. I'd been on a plane and sitting in an Uber and stuff. So I make my way all the way down to the bottom and I see a door that says emergency exit only. What was the only door down there? And I thought to myself, well, where am I supposed to go? And I looked, I didn't see an alarm on the door. So I pushed the door open and it dropped down into another hallway, which, needless to say, had some activity of all sorts. There was broken bottles, cigarette butts, plastic gloves, plastic things, needles, all that. And I was like, where is this going? Well, this egg took me all the way to an exit that went out to like this empty, grungy parking lot. All right, at that point, I was in the wrong spot. I turn around, I go back, I get back into the stairwell, and I go up to the 2nd floor to get out. The door's locked. I'm like, 3rd floor, door's locked. Go all the way up to the 5th, they're all locked. I'm like, what is going on? So I go all the way back down. I get to the 2nd floor. Trust me, there's a point here, you guys. And there's a phone on the wall. So I pick up the phone and immediately, security, I said, yeah, I'm stuck in the stairwell here. I was trying to get down to the lobby. He said, I'll send an officer right up. And he hung up. I'm like, all right, cool. Well, I stood on this like 4 foot by 4 foot layout, you know, where the stairs stop before the next ones go up the other way for what felt like an eternity. Now, I could either keep walking up and down the steps or pace around on this little square in between the stairs. I wasn't going to sit down in there. It was gross. It felt like forever. Anyway, security came up. I started to walk through. He didn't let me go. He needed my room number, my name, my ID. This was in the casino. So that's how my week started. But it was really cool because what about it was like that uncomfortable feeling of waiting. Our business, if people are waiting on us, whether they're buyers, they're sellers, they're potential clients, what they feel like they're waiting for a text message back or an email or a phone call is a lot longer than we think on our end. So just wanted to talk about that there. We will move on here. Let me check the chat here. Man, if you guys are chatting on some of the other networks and I am not seeing it, I apologize. I am going to go back and check all this. My intentions here, as we've been having guests every week, which is awesome, is to interact with you guys and what your thoughts were on eXpcon. So since I don't see any of those, I'm going to just share a few things with you about my experience there, which the first one was eXcamp. And if you're not sure what eXcamp is, if you haven't been to an event you're unaware of how this all works, what it is it's a collaborative group environment where a group of agents got together and they sat in front of a whiteboard and they split the whiteboard in half. On one half was what people wanted to learn from others in that group, right? In that group, what did they want to learn? The other side of the whiteboard was what people wanted to teach. And you could put something on each side of the board. You could put nothing. You could do whatever you wanted to be part of this group. Then they would take all of the topics that were mentioned that wanted to be taught and all of the ones that wanted to be learned. And they found common ground. They separated these 50 or so people into groups of however many, 4 different classes, and people could just pick which one they wanted to go to learn from the people who were most aligned with what the people wanted to learn, the people who were going to teach to the people who wanted to learn. This is morphed into a multiple, like hundreds of people now in 2000. So it was eXcamp here in Las Vegas. There was probably 2,000 people spread out in this huge ballroom, multiple whiteboards up there. Great job to Renee Funk and the team there with eXp to just pull this thing off. It was absolutely incredible. But I ran into a friend and mentor of mine, Elizabeth Riley. If Elizabeth, if you're watching this, thank you for all you do. And this was really cool because she had lost her voice. The convention had just started the night before with a small awards banquet. And Elizabeth, poor thing, had already lost her voice. And she looked at me and she said, and she was looking up at the whiteboard. And I'm like, what? She goes, which if you can read my lips, she was saying, what do you want to teach? And we looked up and there was an empty space there right next to YouTube. And so she said, how about YouTube? And I thought, well, that would be cool. I mean, I love YouTube. I'm using YouTube. We're doing video right now. You guys that have been watching and following, thank you again. You know, we're doing a lot of video, sharing a lot of content for you guys. So don't forget to like and subscribe while we're here, you guys. Let me go ahead and flash this up here. I have, where is it? I'm just getting used to this. Go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. There it is, you guys. You can go to Jeff Ruby on YouTube, click the subscribe link, click it, whatever works for you. I respond to all of your guys' comments, right? And I'm always looking to share more content, better content for you guys to help you launch, build, and scale profitable businesses. That's what this is all about, right? So go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Make sure and like below. I'll go ahead and move that too. But eXcamp, that was super, super fun because I got to talk about YouTube. And guys, I'm not an expert on YouTube. I'm a guy who is willing to just share, willing to share everything I've learned, willing to share my experiences, my stories, my wins, my losses, all of those things. So you guys can learn from that too. And to be put in a situation with over 300 people. Actually, you know what, you guys? I have a clip here. I'm going to share with you right here on what this was like for maybe. Hold on. Let me see if it works. Another countdown. No, it's not coming again. I thought I had up. Oh, here it is. So this was my opportunity to speak in front of 300 people on YouTube with nothing planned, nothing sketched out, nothing, like no notes, nothing. This was like 15 minutes from the time I told Elizabeth I would do it. I was privileged and honored to do so until the time I stood in front of these people. So here, check this out. All right, eXpcon, what's up? How's everybody doing? Can I get a heck yeah? Let's go. Let's go. Is everybody having a good? All right, eXpcon. So like that was super fun. And my point here to share with you guys is that we need to get more uncomfortable in our lives and in our businesses. I'm not talking about gaining weight and our clothes being tight and stuff like that, but just stepping out of our comfort zones. This was something that's just not really natural for me, believe it or not. I'm not particularly comfortable in front of large amounts of people. But what's happened is over time, I've done it more and more, and I've become accustomed to it, and I'm actually starting to enjoy it. So from that perspective, we can reach out and touch so many people by being able to share these things and to just go and do that. I'm going to check the chat again. Where are you guys? I'm really hoping that this is a thing on my end where I can't see what you're chatting and commenting on. So what else? eXcamp was just amazing. Obviously that was my session that I was completely immersed in and tied, and I got so much from that. And what was really cool is over the course of the next few days, I was having numerous conversations with real estate agents from all over the place, all over the country, a couple of people from different states. Nuno from Panama, it was great chatting with you as well, like talking about video. And, we could turn this live show into talking about video and answering questions about video and sharing about video. But I think that's one of the biggest things to become comfortable with, because being able to get out there and share what you know and your gifts. See, we all have gifts. You may not think what you have is special. There are people out there that need to hear what you have to say. And for me, if I'm able to say one thing that impacts the life of one person, I'm willing to say it as many times as I need to. Because for most people, and even many of you watching this might not mean anything to you. But for somebody out there, it might mean everything to. Just to hear something that resonates, that opens up a door, it opens up an opportunity, it opens up a thought that allows them to move forward, to take one step in a direction that maybe they've wanted to take for some time, but there was some fear, some hesitation that was holding them back. So we can, as those of you who know, go to conferences, when you come back and being able to unload and being able to share is certainly awesome. So I know that happened in XCamp in a lot of sessions. There was TikTok sessions and lead generation sessions and growing your sphere sessions. And these things happen fast too. You know, these are 1 hour sessions and you can bounce from one room to another to another. And I think that's so awesome when we can do that. Let me see what else. I have some cool other stuff that I wanted to share with you guys. One of the highlights of my week was being able to have our founder, Glenn Sanford, share a TikTok. And let me share that with you right here. It was pretty cool. Best reasons to join eXp Realty from the founder himself, Glenn Sanford.
Number one, community. All of our agents and brokers all align, actually helping each other. Number two, an opportunity to actually increase your income as an agent in ways that are not available in traditional brokerages. Number three, ownership. We're all owners in eXp Realty, and you should be an owner too.
And those are 3 reasons to join eXp Realty from the founder himself. Best reasons to join eXp Realty. So that was super fun. That was definitely a highlight. You know, I ran into Glenn, say that 10 times fast, right? Ran into Glenn at one of the special events that was held. And I asked him, I said, hey, Glenn, you want to do a quick TikTok with me? Wow, tongue-tied today. Would you do a quick TikTok with me? And knowing Glenn, he said, yeah, of course I will. I said, how about the top 3 reasons why agents are joining or should join eXp Realty? And he looked at me and said, sure, no problem. So I literally just took the camera, put it right up in front. I said, all right. And you saw the rest. That's just how it shook out. So that was really, really cool. I didn't see any other TikToks with Glenn in there. So that was awesome. Glenn Sanford, thanks. That was really cool. So we moved on from XCamp, which was really, really cool. First thing in the morning. And I think that went till really about noon. And then it was time for a break, for some lunch, and to just really soak in everything that had gone on. Now, I'm going to pull up the agenda here just to be able to refresh a lot of just the real awesomeness in what went on in this conference. Now, before I get into like a lot of the specific stuff, I think it's really important to emphasize the importance of something Glenn just said in that TikTok was community. And we talk about this term all the time, and especially in brokerages, in real estate brokerages, we talk about family and community and all working together in this common way. I've never seen it in a more collaborative and cohesive way than I just saw with over 5,000 eXp agents, staff, and guests this week. And we use that term community loosely, but when Glenn says it and I say it and Jason Gessing says it and Michael Valdez and all of our leaders in eXp Realty say the level of community, it is with conviction and 100% commitment. And here's the icing on that, you guys. Everybody wins when the company wins. Myself as an eXp agent, when an agent in Alaska sells a home and it contributes to the bottom line of the company and the stock rises, I win as a stockholder, and every eXp agent is an owner in the company. So when you look at it from that perspective, through that lens, it becomes something very, very special when you know you are surrounded by a group of people that when each individual wins, that automatically, collectively, we're all winning. This is not individual franchises. This is not individual ownership, independent brokerage stuff. This is one brokerage with now almost 70,000 agents. So I want to just stress the importance of how at this live event and really seeing just so many people with a common denominator, a common goal, and a common idea and thought, and seizing of an amazing opportunity, which we can talk about more. If you want to know more about eXp Realty, I'm going to share a link right now, and then I'm going to get into the very specific events. Let me go ahead and flash this up here. If you want to learn more about eXp Realty, you can go to my site there. The URL's there. I will also post all of these links down in the comment section below in the description box on YouTube, so you guys can then go ahead and take off and check this stuff out. So, all right. So back to moving on from what's so important is community and just the collaborative environment. It's so awesome. It's warming. It's heartwarming. You know, it really makes people, you know, want to really give and contribute. And it's just awesome to see. A lot of new agents there too, which was awesome. Let's give it up for the new agents. Clap, clap. Love you guys. Let's go, new agents. All right. So let's look at the agenda here. Let me pull up. So we talked about eXcamp, and that was on Tuesday. That was really like the first day. But when we start talking about the following day, the agent success track, REO certification, I can put this up. I don't think you guys are going to be able to see it, but I can go ahead and put the screen anyways. So let's see if you guys can actually look. You know, for me, it was just an incredible opportunity for me to share my thoughts on success. And for those of you who were there, you know that I talked about my biggest successes in life were not and have not been in real estate. They relate to other things in my life, which I don't want to ruin the future videos for this, but and to be able to share that and share that with an audience that wanted to soak it up because they were ready to hear something different. And I'm not going to give too much away of this video that I will be doing very, very soon, but there's a lot of talk about being authentic, right? Being your true authentic self. And but how do we actually get there? Like taking the time to really figure out who you are before you can be authentic. And there's a big gap there. And when we can figure out what that gap is, and this is one of the great things about going live, sometimes you have, you know, the dogs barking in the background when Amazon's delivering, which around here, probably like your house too, is at least once a day. To bridge that gap, and when we can tap into things in our lives where we were most successful, that's where the true magic happens. So, all right, well, I'm going to do something about that later, but that day was really, really special. And there were other classes, you know, from 845, Sean Cochran, the man, the cowboy realtor, did a great, I don't know how he packed 30 minutes into that set. There was so much in there about how to grow your social media. Now, if you're an eXp agent watching this, all of these slides are available in eXp University. You can go back through and watch these slides. I'm not sure at the time of this video, shooting of this live video, if the actual video of these presentations are available yet. I do know I've been told that they will be, so stay tuned for that. That was an incredible session. I mean, the stuff that he shared, especially with Google Maps, making sure that you're starting to share pictures on Google Maps, getting indexed with Google. There's some really good stuff there. And then, of course, selling like a champion from the man himself, Mr. Tom Hopkins. We are so honored to have Tom Hopkins with us. You know, Tom Hopkins was the #1 real estate agent in the country many years ago. And he retired. Don't quote me on this, Tom, but quite a while ago, 10, 15, 20 years ago, and has come out of retirement to teach his Selling Like a Champion class to only eXp agents. So he's been sharing this information across eXp platforms for, gosh, at least the last year or so. And it was so awesome to see him live, shake his hand, see one of the masters of real estate, Mr. Tom Hopkins, and Selling Like a Champion. That was super, super cool. I didn't get to see the leads and database that was done by Jeff Seabach and Phil Sexton. But here's what I can tell you. Go back. Oh, and what I wanted to mention is if you're not with eXp, that's cool. You get a guest pass. Let me give you guys the link over here on the side you can get a guest pass. You get to come in. Sorry about that. And you can watch some of these sessions. Gosh, I almost forgot to share that with you. Here. I have it. I promise you guys. Or did I not? Oh, no. I didn't put it on here. But here, schedule a private call with me. We'll just jump right to that, right? You can go to my calendar link there. Schedule a private call with me. I will get you a guest pass. I will get you a guest pass. You can go explore eXp World. You can attend live classes. You can look at the recordings. Well, you should be able to. If not, let me know, and I will obviously guide you in the right direction, because I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna be able to help you as much as I can. But if I can't get certain things from eXp, then that's the way it is. This is a publicly traded company, guys. All right. That's where you can schedule a call with me. Well, here, you can also go and check out the Explore guide at explore.exprealty.com. It's going to have everything that you want to know about eXp, all the way down to, how much it costs per month, the brokerage model, how does the revenue share work, how do you get stock in the company and become an owner? All of these really important questions that a lot of people ask, it's all right there. You can go to the Explore guide. All right. I was talking about Jeff Seabach and Phil Sexton. These guys are on pace to close 860 transactions in their market, in their local market in Arizona. Let me get a shout out to my boy Chris Ice Shaker. I love me my Ice Shaker. Appreciate your support. Those guys are crushing it. Their session on systems was absolutely incredible. There's no way that you can sell 860 houses in a year on their local team there in Arizona without having your systems completely dialed in. They have to be duplicatable. Here's something, write this down. Don't do what works, do what duplicates. Just because you did something and it worked, that's great. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work again. Obviously, you need to test certain things, but don't just do what works and rely on it. Do what duplicates and then double down on that and keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. All right. Let's see. What else was after that? Ben Fairfield and Todd Foster did a fantastic session on success coaching. Now, I want to back up a little bit and talk about the opportunities with eXp Realty that are more than just selling homes. If you're not aware, eXp Realty is owned by eXpi World Holdings. eXpi World Holdings is the holding company of eXp Realty. Okay, once eXp Realty went public, shares of stock were available to the public. eXpI World Holdings became obviously the holding partner there, the holding company. Well, along with eXp Realty is Success Magazine and all of the intellectual property dating back now 125 years as of 2022. What that means is that eXp Realty and Success Magazine are owned by the same company. So Success Magazine has now created a coaching division as well, which Todd and Ben are just crushing with it. It's amazing what they're doing. The cool part is that you can become a coach with Success, and you can also be coached by Success. Okay. So if you want to learn more about that, make sure and comment below. We'll have some additional information that we put out. You can always check on my website and some of the resources that I've shared down below in the description box. Opportunity. Success Lending is now another company as part of the eXp family, right? So what's happening now is eXp Realty is more than just a real estate company. It always has been since Glenn founded it. However, there are more opportunities coming. For those of you who have joined the company because of revenue share, as myself, it's a huge, huge piece for me. We are not only going to be able to earn revenue share through sales business, we will be able to earn revenue share through our preferred partners, such as Success Coaching, Success Lending, and a whole bunch more. Let me share with you guys right now what these opportunities are, these brand new opportunities to earn revenue share from the preferred. With some of these preferred partners. So for example, if you're a real estate agent out there right now and you are watching this video, you have the opportunity to introduce your mortgage lenders to Success Lending. By bringing them to Success Lending, you have the opportunity to earn revenue share from when that lender closes on a loan. You also have the opportunity with companies like Silverline Title. That's also part of the eXp Realty Preferred Partners program. That's part of the company. If you have a favorite title rep that decides to join Silverline Title and they close on a transaction, you are entitled to revenue share because all of the revenue goes into the eXpI family. So does that make sense? Revenue is being shared. It's no longer being completely held by the owners. It's being redistributed back out to us as agents for contributing to the growth of the company. How cool is that? How cool is that? Guys, we can sell real estate all day long. All day long, we can continue to grind and sell houses year after year after year after year. I know I did it for 15 years. I've sold close to 500 houses. I get it. I understand that. But is that really what you want to continue to do? I've never been to a realtor retirement party. Have you? No, because realtors don't necessarily retire, they expire. You may have heard that before. I know it sounds cheesy, but it's really true. Right? Buy some investment properties, rely on investment income. That's fine until the market shifts, stuff starts falling apart. It still involves work. What about working to grow your businesses? Not only your sales business, but your passive income business through all of these additional opportunities that exist with eXp Realty. So again, if you're thinking about joining the company, you have some questions, you want to know more about it, there's a link down below. Go ahead and comment too in the chat box. Go ahead and comment in the YouTube box down below. I will reply directly to you, answer all of your questions. You can also schedule some time with me. If you'd like to schedule a private phone call with me, you can do that down below as well. I want to take some more time to review the rest of the conference, but I know you guys are busy and you want to get back to work. So stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. You guys mean a lot to me. I thank you so much for watching. If you're brand new here, again, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. And until next time, you guys, see ya.